going on, Jerome? So we're a week and change into NFL free agency, and the Vikings have done a lot of stuff and things, checking the boxes in terms of needs, doubling down on most of them. Kwesi, been doing some magic, man. Just collecting. We need to update the Infinity Stones to this year's free agent class. But yeah, also finally making public the decision that JJ McCarthy is indeed the guy. Shocker. So your 22-year-old, fully healthy, fully weight gained back, former number 10 overall pick, highest drafted quarterback in team history, the guy who looked really damn good in training camp as well as the one preseason game last year. Oh, yeah, he's a quarterback as opposed to the old windbag. He's just too old with his loose skin and old balls. But here, Tan truths about the current Minnesota Vikings. Tell the truth Thursday. Number one, JJ McCarthy will be that guy. It's hard to explain, right? Because obviously you're back in your franchise drafted quarterback where believed in Teddy, believed in T-Jack, rest in power, believed in Christian Ponder, believed in Tommy Kramer, right? Tommy Kramer was bad. Tommy Kramer was damn good. But it just feels like everything is lining up where the Vikings finally in a healthy cap situation, Kwesi at the helm, improving every single year in the draft and free agency. But whoa, 2022, what about it? It's 2025, get over it. As well as Kevin O'Connell, this coaching staff, ownership, willing to spend cash, the greatest fan base in the world, Vikings hammering down on needs in the trenches. It just seems like JJ McCarthy, well, he handed off in Michigan. Have you seen the way that Harbaugh is running the Chargers offense, turning Herbert into a handoff merchant? They're probably going to draft Amari Hampton. You just wait. But JJ McCarthy is going to be that guy. He's got a hose for an arm. He's got accuracy. He's got moxie. Works his ass off. Has mobility as well. It just feels like 3-4 years from now, we're going to be talking about JJ McCarthy as one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And after next season, it feels like we're going to talk about JJ McCarthy the way that people talk about Jaden Daniels now after his full rookie season. It just seems like we're on that path. And for all the reasons why Darnold succeeded last year, for all the reasons why people thought that Rodgers could succeed here, all those reasons are the same for McCarthy, from the coaching to the weapons to the trenches now to the defense to everything. McCarthy is indeed set up for success, and success right away. Number two, the Vikings can go BPA in the draft. So they sutured up and doubled down on a lot of needs, right? So they needed RB2. Jordan Mason is in there. They needed offensive line help. They brought in Will Fries and Ryan Kelly, and they got rid of Garrett Bradbury and Ed Ingram, which is kind of amazing. They doubled down on getting pass rushing defensive linemen, Allen and Hargrave. Now, still a bit of a need since they're definitely not spring chickens. Also, you got help in the secondary by bringing back Murph, signing up Isaiah Rodgers. Jeff Okudah is a Mama, I can change him type player, which Kwesi loves. Tavier Thomas is a solid special teamer as well as good in the slot. So the Vikings can go whatever the hell they want. They could stick at 24. They can trade back. They can do a lot of things. They could go defensive lineman, Derek Harmon. They could go corner, Siobhan Ravel. They could go safety, Nick Emenwari. They could go wide receiver, Luther Burden III. They could probably won't go running back, but you never know. You know, there's a lot of ways that the Vikings could go. Actually, let's just throw a hand grenade in there. Shedeur Sanders slips, and then the Vikings draft him to be J.J. McCarthy's backup / competition at 24. I mean, why not? Why not, man? Next up, number 3, Kwesi earned his extension. Absolutely has. Now, eyebrows were raised when Kevin O'Connell got his extension early in the offseason. Kwesi just sort of waited, but it did seem like maybe they were waiting for Kwesi to see how things went in the offseason with free agency, with trades, and or the draft. He's definitely earned it. And frankly, Kevin Connell got paid, is a top 5 paid quarterback, top 5 paid head coach in the league right now. I think Kwesi should be in that conversation as well. And I know, 2022, whatever. Look at last offseason. Look what the Vikings did last year with Sam Darnold, 14 wins. You can't sneeze at that. Also, you have your future franchise quarterback. You have your future talisman on the edge in Dallas Turner. And now what you've done in free agency, what you've done cleaning up the cap, what you've done to put this team in good financial shape, even though it's going to be tight on paper in 2026 with the cap. You could certainly restructure things and cash flow things better. So this is a great spot for Kwesi. Kwesi's done phenomenally, and I think that he definitely earns an extension, and just sync it up with Kevin O'Connell's. Just give him that same length of extension. Go from there. Number 4, Flacco's going to be quarterback 2, and we talked about where our conspiracy theory, and also we're not an insider. We're not going to put it out there and break news and stuff, but have it on kind of decent authority that Joe Flacco will be signing with the Vikings after the comp pick window closes. So Flacco last year he earned $4.5 million from the Colts, probably good about that same neighborhood, but that amount of contract would potentially conflict with the compensatory picks for 2026. And right now the Vikings are looking at a 3 and a 4 for Darnold as well as Cam Robinson respectively. So I mean, Flacco coming in, $5 million, it could put a damper on things, maybe even cancel out that 4. So the Vikings sort of wink nudge. Flacco and Kevin O'Connell have a great relationship because they're in the same draft class at the combine together. Also, Kevin O'Connell has a great relationship to everyone because everyone likes him. But Flacco, also we've seen comments, well, you didn't want Rodgers, but you want Flacco? Yeah, because Flacco knows his role and will shut his mouth. Flacco will be the backup quarterback. He ain't trying to come in here and be like, I'm the starter. I'm getting $35 million. Sign my friends. He ain't doing that. Joe Flacco's not walking into a team being like, hey, sign Torrey Smith or I walk. Hey, bring in my coach or I walk. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Flacco, once that comp pick window closes, we'll be signing on up. But we'll see. Could be completely wrong. That happens. Number 5. Jones and Mason would be better than Sonic and Knuckles. Now, I know it's sort of petty comparing yourself in division, but I feel like with the Lions, yeah, they lose Zeitler. That's kind of a big deal, but losing Ben Johnson is going to be a massive deal. Massive. Just a brain drain on that side of the ball. Also, losing Aaron Glenn is huge for the Lions. I think the Lions are just going to be down, right? But Jones, having Mason in there on some of the meteor downs, I think certainly will help Jones stay fresher later in the season, stay healthy. And also, I want to find a market. I'd be willing to wager that Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason combine for more yards from scrimmage than Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs combined. I think that's a pretty good bet. Next up, number 6. Also, the Vikings have been, 26th, 24th, and 26th in terms of rushing yards per carry. That's going to greatly improve because not only has the O-line improved, but so has the running back room. Next up, the Vikings have top 5 trenches in the NFL, and that was the main weakness for the Vikings last season, where they just got pushed around up front with the offensive line. Defensive line-wise, they couldn't get a pass rush without blitzing outside of edge rushers, but now it's a strength, and the Vikings could get even better. I mean, hell, the Vikings could draft Gray Zabel, Booker, Jackson for left guard in the first round, just plug and play and go from there. But Darisaw back healthy. Brian O'Neill is the best tackle duo in the league. Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, instant huge upgrade along the offensive line. Plus, I do love guys like Rouse, Juergens, School. I think will be a valuable backup. It's going to be good to go. And also defensive line-wise. So Allen and Hargrave, yes, they're older, but yeah, they're off of cut contracts, and the Vikings doesn't impact comp picks. If you break down their actual contracts, it's a pretty good deal for the Vikings. It's a 1-year deal with options, and Allen and Hargrave can get theirs. I think Allen and Hargrave are going to combine for 12-plus sacks this season. I think they'll get after things. I think the Vikings will be able to rush the passer without having to blitz as much, allowing to sit back in coverage and just wilt that quarterback and press that pocket. I think the Vikings, combination of Allen Hargrave, Van Ginkel, Grenard, Diamond Dallas Turner, that is a hellacious pass rush. Some Jalen Redmond in there too. Let's go, man. Next up, number 7. Walter Rouse would be left guard 1. So we just talked about how the Vikings could draft a left guard, but I think that they do have design on Walter Rouse, who was a 6th-round pick last year out of Oklahoma, formerly of Stanford, played tackle throughout his entire college career. They're going to kick him inside because we're all about size. Size and thighs and eyes, that's what we're doing, man. And Rouse and Darisaw on that left side, they're already best friends. Love to see that. The chemistry is going to be there and apparent. So Darisaw, Rouse, Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, Brian O'Neill. That's almost 2 tons of offensive line coming to punch you right in the face. It's going to be great. And Rouse, I think that he could follow the Roger Saffold path, where Roger Saffold was a decent tackle coming out of Indiana, but once they kicked him to guard, he became an all-pro. Now, Not ready to say Walter Rouse could be an all-pro guard, but could he be above starter level? Could he be damn decent? Yes, I think he certainly could follow that route. Next up, number 8. JJ will be kept clean. I think that JJ McCarthy will be top 5 in terms of pressure rate. Well, will be top or bottom? Lowest pressure rate. I think that he'll be in the top 5 for quarterbacks. And part and parcel will be the offensive line giving him better protection, but also I think that Kevin O'Connell will utilize his mobility. And McCarthy, beyond just being able to be Charlie Skedaddle, he's very good at sensing pressure, sensing space, stepping up, sliding, moving in the pocket to be able to buy a little bit of extra time, help his offensive line out. So I think that precipitously, like, the pressure numbers will go down. Last year, Darnold was pressured on 38% of his dropbacks. I think they'll drop significantly with JJ McCarthy and this new offensive line. Next up, number 9, Will Fries will be comeback player of the year. So Fries was off to a fantastic season before he broke his tibia with the Colts. I think that he'll win comeback player of the year. As he's coming back from that injury, I think that Fries will be a Pro Bowl right guard, and I think he'll win that going away. Second place for comeback player of the year, Jeff Okudah. Baby, I kind of like it. Next up, number 10. The Vikings are in a 3-year Super Bowl window. So they have 3 years of low salary cap hits for JJ McCarthy. So next 3 years, cap hits of just under 5, just under 6, just under $7 million. With the cap going up and up and up, they can pay dudes, they can retain dudes, they can build the freaking Avengers around him, right? And this is always what happens. Oh, then you get to his 5th-year option. That's going to be accelerated because he's a top 10 pick, as well as he'll make multiple Pro Bowls, etc. Now, this is what happens. You have your starting quarterback on his rookie deal. You build a team around him. Once it's time to get paid, whether that 5th-year option and or extension, you hope that the quarterback is good enough that he can carry a team around him. I mean, that's exactly what happened with the Chiefs. That's what's going to happen with Jaden Daniels. That's what's going to happen with JJ McCarthy. Right, so the Vikings do have that 3-year Super Bowl window, and it's going to be glorious. Actually, hell, one more. Truth number 11. Mekhi Blackmon will be cornerback 2. And I firmly believe that Mekhi Blackmon, the talent is there, everything is there, and he was the first cornerback drafted by Brian Flores back in the day, and he was penciled in to be a starter last year before he tore his ACL. He's got the feistiness, he's got the attitude, he's got the physical tools. He's had, since he tore his ACL so early in training camp, he's had as much recovery time as possible. I think he's going to come in, make a statement, and start. Like, Rodgers and Okudah will be in that mix as well. And Murph will obviously be starting and then kick in slot and sub package. But I think Mekhi Blackmon is going to be that dude. I truly, truly believe that. But that's it. Tell the Truth Thursday. 11 truths about the Vikings. You guys are the best. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.